Assalamualaikum. Welcome to your class of science. Today we are going to study about the planet facts and we will continue about the solar system. At the end of today's lesson, you will be able to learn some interesting facts about the planets, the occurrence and names of some dwarf planets. The planets. Let's recall the mnemonics for learning the names of the planets in a proper sequence. My very educated mother just served us noodles. My. It starts with M. So the name of the first planet is Mercury. Next is Venus. E for educated and E for Earth. Next is Mars. Then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and the N of noodles stands for Neptune. The inner planets. Earth, Mars, Mercury and Venus are called the inner planets as they are closest to the Sun. The outer planets, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn and Jupiter are regarded as the outer planets. Time it takes to orbit the Sun. Here, all the planets, they revolve around the Sun and that their times are written. As we know that Earth revolves in how many days? In 365 days. Mercury takes 87.9 Earth days, almost. Venus takes 224.7 Earth days to orbit the Sun. The planet facts. Here you can see the planets are categorized according to their relative information. Their order means their number, the number of moons, their rings whether they are present or not, the day, the time of the day which is equals to one rotation, the time of a year which is equals to one orbit around the Sun, and the color of the planets. As an example, we will see Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet of the solar system. It has 21 moons and in it, around it, prominent rings are present. Its day is of 10 hours and 40 minutes and it takes 29.5 Earth days to orbit around the Sun. It is yellow or brownish in color. Mercury. It is the planet which is closest to the Sun. That's why it's very hottest planet and no life can exist over here. It is terrestrial planet, which means it has a solid surface. Lots of craters are present like the moon. Means its surface is not smooth. It's hot during the day and cold at night. Its 1 year is equals to 88 Earth days and it doesn't have any moon. Some interesting facts about Mercury is that it is the second smallest planet. In fact, Earth is 3 times bigger than Mercury. Mercury moves around the Sun with the fastest speed. Mercury and Venus are only the 2 planets in our solar system that do not have any moons. It means all other planets have moons, maybe one or more than one. Venus, it has a rocky surface and it has clouds. Carbon dioxide is the main gas in its atmosphere. The interesting information is that Venus rotates on its axis in the opposite direction to that of Earth. That means on Venus, the Sun would appear to rise in the west and set in the east. An introduction to Earth. We all know Earth is an amazing planet and it is the only planet which sustains life. Life can exist only in our planet, the Earth. Mars. It has a rocky surface with lots of craters and Mars has 2 moons. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the solar system. It is named after the Roman god of war. It is often described as the red planet because of iron oxide which is present in its surface. It gives it a reddish appearance. Jupiter, the largest planet. It takes only 10 hours to rotate once. It's the biggest planet and it is mostly having hydrogen and helium. It has a ring which is a collection of space rock. Saturn, 6th planet from the Sun. It is surrounded by 3 giant rings. It is the farthest planet that we can see without a telescope. It has 18 moons, and the largest moon is called Titan. Uranus. It has 13 thin rings around it, and it has 15 moons. The main gases in its atmosphere are hydrogen, helium, and methane. Neptune. Neptune can be seen with a telescope or without it because of its bluish color. Neptune is mostly made of gas and it has rings around it. Neptune is larger than the Earth. Now, we are going to study about some dwarf planets. There are 5 officially recognized dwarf planets, which are Pluto, Eris, Haumea, Makemake, and Ceres. Ceres lies in the asteroid belt. Planets, they also orbit the sun. Dwarf planets have enough mass to create a gravitational field, which means their round shape. However, their gravitational attraction is not strong enough to gather up smaller objects in space around them. For this reason, dwarf planets have failed to grow in size like the major planets. That's why they are known as dwarf planets. Let's wrap up today's lesson. As we know that our Earth is a part of the universe and it is the name of the galaxy in which we live is the Milky Way. Mercury and Venus are the only 2 planets which have no moons. Asteroids are rock pieces that orbits the sun. And there are 5 dwarf planets which are very smaller in size and they do not have any gravitational attraction. And in Saturn, 3 giant prominent rings are present around Saturn. It's your homework time. You have to do question number 3 and 4 on page 115 and question number 5 given on book page 117. All the best.